Hi everyone, and welcome to the Mother Teresa channel. I'm happy to have you guys here. This isn't a normal monthly or mid-monthly video that I'm recording. As I professed in December, I wanted to start implementing more things onto this channel in the meantime, in between time, as one may say. So I'm just going to be testing out different things and just seeing how you guys kind of react to what I upload. Today I'm really just going to be speaking about what's happened so far in the 5 days of January 2019 for me, and just learning from my mistakes hopefully is what the takeaway can be for you guys. And then I think before we end, I will pull like a card of the day and try to figure out how I can use and or apply it today, as well as like through the rest of this week. Okay, don't know if I'm going to be doing like the tarot card of the day every day on my channel, but I do also feel like I want to implement that on my Instagram. So if you are not yet following me, I'll leave all my socials surrounding. Make sure that you're following so you can keep up with me when I'm not recording for you guys, when you don't see videos. But as well, before you leave today, do subscribe to this channel and do hit the bell notification so that you can know as soon as I upload. But as far as coming into the new year, the 1st of January was pretty productive, which I can't say has been the case for all of the preceding years that I have lived through, because typically I take that day to like rest. I'm usually like out partying, so I'm trying to recover from drinking. But I don't know, I woke up that morning and I felt like I wanted to do something different, that I really wanted to be about what I professed. Because if you're not following my Instagram, for the last 3 years, I have made a resolution underneath a certain picture that I have posted. And so I wanted to really take the bull by the horns and really be on top of my game as far as what it is that I'm trying to see in my life, and being able to take the necessary action on my end to see those things come true, essentially, right? So I woke up and I was kind of like in a mood, like, do I want to do something today, or do I just want to relax today? And so I hit up my sister and she was kind of like in the same mood, but I was determined to try to figure out something that we can do that was creative, because as you know, 2019 does reduce to the number 3, which is all about like the mind, body, the spirit, the triad, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but like the heavens, the earth, the water, the mind, the body, the spirit, you know, and there being a sense of harmony within those 3 things. Seeing immense growth, because the number 3 is also associated with the Empress card. The Empress is all about growth, which is all about multiplicity. And so I was really feeling that energy, and my sister was too. And so I was like, what better way to really be passionate and dedicated to what we're trying to see happen over this next year than to go to like the craft store and make a vision board. And so on the 1st we did that. It really came together. Mine's isn't fully done yet, but this is the first year that I've actually started wanting to put my thoughts in like one specific place, because throughout the year, like in the visions that I see and the dreams that I have like different notebooks for everything. I just want to put it all in one spot so I can really reflect a whole lot better on what's transpiring in my life, and so that I can check off the things that are happening and not feeling so like fogged in the brain. So that happened. And then the 2nd came, which is my eldest niece's birthday, and so that was more of a chill day. Made a post for her, spent a little bit of time with her, but then I also went to go see the Spider-Man movie. We can get into that, but I wasn't too impressed by it. Sorry for those that love Spider-Man, but I don't get his story, you know what I mean? Like him, Captain America, Wolverine barely made the cut, if I have to be completely honest, because like knife hands, like really, that's the best that you could come up with. But you know, it's just having an appreciation just for creativity again, which is what also the number 3 speaks about. So I went, and then the 3rd happened, but I'm not really sure what happened on the 3rd. Oh, I had a dentist appointment. So making sure that I am taking care of myself goes back to that self-care, making sure that I'm going to go twice a year, because there have been years where I've only been once a year, where I skipped the year completely. And I mean, I don't know, as I've gotten older, I just don't really like the dentist anymore, especially when they transition from doing the regular brushing to using those metal objects. Like, it's painful and it's messy, and it's just, I'm not interested. And then yesterday happened, which is kind of why I'm even uploading this video. I do also still work outside of doing these readings, both online and the personal private readings that you guys book with me. So I do still have a job, but I really learned yesterday that you have to be careful with who you decide to be close with in the business world, because it's very dog eat dog oriented. And I really don't understand why. I was working in, okay, a very sales-based type of industry. And so the earnings that you make really depend on pretty much commission sales, okay? And I was in real estate, or like in the field of real estate, right? And during the time that I was working in the business, you know, I did form some relationships with people, and people that I felt like I could trust, and people that I really saw myself being able to, outside of the workplace, have a good time with, go and do adventurous things with, you know what I'm saying? But yesterday I really found out that you really can't confide in anybody in work. You go to work and you go to make your money so that you can take that money and put it into what your passion is, if you're not already working in your field, right? And what you know that you are supposed to be doing for your life, what really makes you the happiest. Okay, but that was really a wake-up call for me, to be friendly but not to make friends. And it's unfortunate, but you really have to be careful, because the people that you usually feel like you have a connection to are the first ones to bite you when it comes down to it. And that's just what the tea is. And so coming into this new year, I'm just like already 5 days into the new year, and I've already had to cut ties with somebody that I considered a friend. But not only that, I lost a business relationship. But in hindsight, to me, I was feeling like, well, is it really a bridge that I've burned that I will need later if they weren't willing to hear my side of the story? If you guys really want to know what happened, I can share that in another video. I don't really feel like it's too important, other than the fact that out of the whole situation and out of the past year that I've been working with the people, they were so quick to turn their back on me, to believe the story of somebody else, which wasn't true. But I'm not really too upset about it. And so I feel like what I want to tell you guys is just to be careful who you consider a friend, who you're inviting into your space and your energy this year, because for any reason they can turn against you at any point in time. So just be very careful with what you share with people that are not your family, or that you haven't known for years, that have really proven to be trustworthy through their actions, right? Not just their words. And just as far as the final tidbit of information that I can give you guys, is the card that's coming out is the Tower card. Yes, it was a very unexpected Tower moment for me yesterday. It came out of nowhere, you guys, I promise. Wow, that's crazy, because I also meant to say that. But anyway, yes, there was a Tower moment. And that's why I'm not upset, though, because at the back of my mind, I knew that the industry that I was involved in, just itself in general, was not something that I was supposed to be doing. At one point, I had a lot of passion for, and I wanted to get my feet wet in, you know, just so I can start to gain knowledge for what it is I'm supposed to be doing later, potentially with it. But at the end of the day, I knew that was not where I was going to be for very long. But I feel like because I was making friends and I formed that attachment, it was hard to figure out how and when I was going to let go of that opportunity and really put more of that energy into what I know is working for me and what I know is really my sole purpose, right? So unfortunately, it had to end in an ugly manner, not like how I would have desired the outcome to be. I always like to, go separate ways, ending on like a peaceful note and just in a state of gratitude. Not to say that I'm not grateful for like the experience itself and just overall about like how it panned out. But if I see you in public, I don't want there to be any animosity. I don't want there to be any like sourness or bitterness, and I just feel like that's kind of just how the situation unfolded. I am a warrior. I can survive this. It's not the end of the world. It was just an unexpected change that I wasn't anticipating before I was ready to let go. But that is how the universe will work sometimes. You can't hold on too tightly to things that aren't going to work out for you at the end of the day. At the end of the day, when you know that there's another opportunity waiting for you, because then it kind of becomes a selfish thing. So just keep that in mind as you work through the rest of this week and the rest of this month. Just be mindful, you guys. So the card is the Tower. How I will implement that into my day to day is just being present, but being ready for things to change at a moment's notice, when I'm not necessarily ready, being aware that things will always change, and being at peace with how things fall when they do fall, but also not looking at situations when they prove to be difficult or they end in a difficult manner with such hate in my heart, right? Because it was too heavy for me to carry anyway. It's too heavy for you guys to carry anyway. It really lightens the load, and it allows for you to really dedicate your time and your energy into things that can yield a better return for you, So that's how I'm going to apply it, just letting things fall away as they do and not being upset as they happen. And just being appreciative for what it taught me, because now going into my next opportunity, I can see with a different set of eyes, right? I'm not going to allow for anybody to belittle me, but I'm not going to stay in spaces longer than necessary. No more allowing things and people to overstay their welcome, and that's really what this energy feels like. So that's how I'm going to implement it. I want to know if the Tower moment has happened for you guys already in this new year, and what that Tower moment was, and how you plan to implement that now into your light energy body, right? Into your next experience that you are going to be walking into, because with every ending is a new beginning. And sometimes things have to fall apart before they can come together. And you may not always like how they fall apart, but I do want to know what this has meant for you guys, if this does resonate with you and you've gone through like a similar experience or had a similar ending where it was just distasteful, right? Not how you would have anticipated or would have liked for things to end, and how you plan to resolve that within yourself so that, again, you're not walking with hate and you're not holding on to this energy. Okay, recognize it, acknowledge it, feel it, sit with it for a moment, but then get up and get moving, okay? Don't let one small thing ruin all of the bigger, greater things that are coming. So that's what I have for you guys. Again, follow me on all of my socials if you so wish, and book a private reading with me, and you will see me more. I may do like a want versus need tarot video next, or just, again, play with different types of spreads just to see what else you guys like. But if you did like this, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and again, do subscribe for more.